Hi friends. I am today going to talk about a very difficult topic, and I think it is one of the problems that almost everybody of us has faced in our life sometime or the other. That problem is called as procrastination. What do we mean by the word procrastination? Procrastination means the act of delaying something or the act of postponing something. And I'll give you an example by my own life. When I was in my school, I used to hate studying, and I'm sure everybody would agree. Most of us, when we have to study for an exam, it is like we don't like it. It's a painful thing. And but I would never accept it because I was always focused on the idea that okay, doing well in school is going to help you to do well in life later on. So I could not accept it, consciously saying that I don't like studying. But what I would do is every time I had an exam or something important to be done, I found myself, doing some random activities. For example, there were TV shows that I never would watch. I never really liked to watch them. But when I had an exam, somehow that TV show was so important that okay, let me watch it first. And then similarly, when I had an exam and some important cricket match would often come up in between, and you could not, you have to see the match and then study. And what I found out was that once my exams were over, none of the things would actually interest me. I was not interested in those TV shows at all. I was not interested in those things at all. I was procrastinating. And this is what I want you to learn today is that I have seen many people that what they do is that sir, they'll call me up and say the exam has been delayed by a month, sir. So what should I do and how should I prepare myself well? And they keep planning. And similar thing I've seen myself also do, that sometimes before studying I would sit on my table and I will say let me organize my books first. And I will spend 1 hour organizing the books. Okay, I want to keep my books here, I want to keep my books here, I want to do this. And then I start, before studying, I find myself postponing the act of studying by doing random activities which I actually would never have done. That is procrastination. And I'm sure many of you in your today's stage are facing the same problem. The problem is that every distraction that would not have actually bothered you in a routine, normal way life is now bothering you too much. And you are just, and you have much more distractions than just a TV. You have internet, you have mobile phones, you have Facebook, you have everything with you. And why not, just let me go through some jokes on WhatsApp before I start studying. Let me just see what is latest on the exam pattern just before I start studying. Let me just Google what is happening here. And you're distracting yourself. At the end of the day, you find 2-3 hours are already gone. And those 2-3 hours could actually have been spent doing productive work. It is, although it sounds like a universal thing, but what I've seen is people who are really successful, they know how to manage this problem of procrastination. The idea here is, the idea that I want to share with you today through this video is how to kill procrastination. My idea is, number one is, we tend to postpone things that we don't like. So start doing things that you like, or start liking things that you're doing. For example, if you're preparing for an exam, if you're doing, if you're a maybe a IIT aspirant, you're studying physics, you don't love physics, that would not work out. Start loving physics. For example, if you're a medical student aspiring for the next NEET exam, you don't love medicine, that would not work out. Start loving it and start telling yourself, okay, this is it, this is what I'm going to do in my life. If you love something, it makes it much more easier. Second thing I want you to do is that let's be very clear on our goals. That means that when we are unclear, like I've seen people are like, sir, I want to finish my syllabus. That is a very vague statement. Let's be clear on our immediate targets and goals. Let's define what I want to do in the next 2 days. Okay. And you have to write down, and it makes sense to write down rather than just, vaguely picking up this book and then that book. Let's be focused, okay, and write down that this is what I want to achieve in the next 2 days. This is what I want to do in the next 7 days, and this is how I want to be in the next 1 month time. Let's write down a plan. That would also help you to kill procrastination. Then, once you clearly define your goal, and once you start enjoying what you're doing, you will find subconsciously you will stop postponing things. Then is the art of channelizing your energy onto a task. Okay? Now, we all have limited energies. Everybody has. So I can't put my energy onto everything. You can't do everything in the next 1 month. You can't just in the next 1 month do prepare for exam, learn to play guitar, learn to play cricket, learn to do this. You can't start cooking. You can't do everything. You have to find your priority and then channelize your energy onto that task. And please assign a deadline. Make goals without a deadline have no meaning. Please give yourself a deadline that, okay, this is what I want to do, and in these many days, and try to push yourself to stick to it. That is what I want you to do today. I want you to today go back, write down on your notebook in capital letters, let me kill this problem of procrastination. And in the next 15 days, this is what I'm going to achieve. A, B, C, and start doing it with a positive sense of purpose. I want you to know, please surround yourself with positivity. Avoid negative thoughts and negative people around. There would always be people who will keep telling the sky is falling, but there would be people who would be working. You have to become the working kind. You have to kind of cut down on the distractions and channelize your energy onto the next important task in your life. You will get there. That's my promise.